Hi everybody, this is Dan Talk Sense, and today we're doing a quick comparison video between Montale's Intense Cafe and Montale's Ristretto Intense Cafe. So in today's review I'm going to compare the two, compare their performance, compare how they develop on your skin, and I'm going to make a conclusion on which one I think that I would go out and buy and which one I think that you should go out and buy. So if you want to know more about these two fragrances, then please stay tuned. So for a long time now, I've wanted to get my hands on Ristretto Intense Cafe. And the reason for this is that back in the summer, I was sent a decant of Intense Cafe from Barry from the channel Centralised, who sent me a decant. I sprayed it on my wrist and I was really impressed with it straight away. I never really had any interest in getting coffee fragrances before. As soon as I got my hands on that and I tried it, I just discovered how good the note of coffee could smell. Now a lot of my subscribers and people on Instagram commented that they didn't feel that Intense Cafe had a strong enough coffee note in it, and they picked up more of a floral note, of like a rose note in there. Now for me, I did pick up the coffee, and for me it smelled like a latte, and that is my favourite coffee drink. I love a latte, and I felt that Intense Cafe smelled absolutely beautiful. Now I managed to get my hands on a decant of Ristretto Intense Cafe, and I was really excited. After hearing what people said and it amped up the coffee, I was looking forward to getting my nose on this. So I wore this one on Monday this week to get a feel of it. So I'll put this on. What you'll get with Ristretto Intense Cafe in the first hour is a really strong coffee bean, roasted coffee bean smell, like it's the steam's coming out of the cafetiere, you're pouring it into your cup, and it is a beautiful smell. And if you smell Intense Cafe, you will discover straight away that they have amped up that coffee smell. It is not too bitter. For me, it was spot on, and I really enjoyed it. And then after an hour or two, it starts to become similar to Intense Cafe, where more of the floral notes come in. With Intense Cafe, from the off, you have, I would say, about 30% of that coffee note. You have 30% musk, and then you have 40% of the rose. With Ristretto, it's more of, in the first hour or two, 40% of the coffee and then 30% of musk and rose. So they're swapped over. So Ristretto, the coffee's more prominent note, and in Intense Cafe, the original, I feel that it's got more of the rose. So more coffee, more rose. However, after about 2 hours, they become very similar. For me, when I was wearing them, this one, the Intense Cafe, got me a lot more compliments. And I think when you wear this one, people know that you're wearing a perfume with a combination of coffee and rose. When I was wearing Ristretto, I often felt paranoid that people would smell me and just think that I smelled of strong coffee, because to me the note in this one is quite realistic. It is quite potent in the first couple of hours, and people may think that you just smell of coffee, and you might not like that. I was a tiny bit paranoid by it. What I did discover, because I wore this on the second day, the Intense Cafe, is that Intense Cafe for me projected and performed longer than Ristretto. So with Ristretto, I could smell the strong roasted coffee bean note for the first 2 hours. Then it sort of became closer to Intense Cafe, the original, and it projected off my skin for about 4 to 5 hours. With Intense Cafe, this was still projecting off my skin and giving me a nice scent bubble. After wearing it all day, so 7 to 8 hours, it was still projecting off my skin with a nice scent bubble. So in terms of projection, really good and above average in terms of projection, but this definitely projects for more. They're both provide a moderate scent bubble for a long period, but this definitely, Intense Cafe, was projecting a wider scent bubble for a lot longer. So for me, I prefer Intense Cafe, not just because of the projection and performance, which I felt were better. I feel that it's a more well-rounded scent. For me, I like the note of rose. I think that the combination of rose and coffee and the musk is sublime. With this, you do get that lovely roasted coffee bean note at the start, which I did really enjoy. So what I am going to do is wear this when it gets really cold in the winter, and I'm going to wear it out and about when I'm off work. But for the office, I feel that this is more office friendly, and this is going to work better in the workplace. I'm going to enjoy wearing this more. So for me, both absolutely brilliant fragrances. Before I finish the review, I'm just going to show you the comparison of the two notes breakdowns of both fragrances, just to give you a better idea of the notes in both. So with Intense Cafe, you have some amber, vanilla and musk in the base, with some black coffee in the heart and floral notes in the top. With Ristretto, they've added some cream and sugar, vanilla, and they've put coffee bean. The coffee bean is extra intense in this one. So guys, I hope that review was useful. I try and tell you as honestly as I can. I try and tell you my honest experience whilst wearing the fragrance. It may be different to yours, but I would like to know how you feel about Ristretto or Intense Cafe, which one you prefer wearing, which one you own a bottle of, you're likely to buy a bottle of, and which one you think is a better fragrance. It's interesting how our skin reacts to fragrances in different ways. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, then I please ask that you subscribe, and there will be more content like this on the way. But I do thank you all for listening to my video today, and I will be speaking to you all very soon.